Hi there, my name's Judy. Welcome to this week's ESOL lesson for asylum seekers. This week we're going to be looking at different kinds of roads and some of the road signs that you might see. At the end of this video I'm going to give you some work to do, and you can do that and send it to me and I'll tell you whether or not you've got it right. So I hope you'll be able to do that. Okay, now I'm going to show you some pictures that I've taken. I hope you'll be able to see them all right. You all know what a road is. It's where cars travel along to get from one place to another. And people can walk along the side of the road on the pavement. Now, I've taken a picture of some roads here and I'm going to show them to you. There. Now that is a picture of a crossroads. Crossroads. It's where two roads meet in the form of a cross like that. And very often at crossroads we have traffic lights. Traffic lights. Another word for crossroads is an intersection. But that tends to be something that's used in America, not so much in the UK. The generic word, the word that covers all sorts of types of road meeting up, is the word junction. Junction. So crossroads are a kind of junction. Now, another kind of junction can be a roundabout. Roundabout. And I've got a picture of a little roundabout here. There we are. There, whoops, Daisy. There is the roundabout. Can you see there's a car going round it? And that roundabout is at the junction of four roads. It's a roundabout. And you might see this. This is the road sign for a roundabout. There it is, the road sign for a roundabout. And you can see that that roundabout has 1, 2, 3, 4 roads going off it. And you can just see the roundabout in the distance on that photograph. So that is a roundabout. If the road is a big road, you will get a big roundabout. But if it's a little road, like the pictures I've taken, you might also get something which is called a mini roundabout. And here's a picture of a mini roundabout. There, can you see there's a on the road, just there's a circle painted and that car is going round it. That's at the junction of 1, 2, 3 roads. And there is the sign for a mini roundabout. You can see arrows going round. Lots of other different kinds of road junctions and names of things to do with road junctions, but I'm not going to do all of those now. What I'm going to show you are some different kinds of words that we might use for road names. Now, a lot of you will know that you may live in somewhere called Wednesfield Road, or Wolverhampton Road, or London Road. And road is the name of the place where you live. We can also have the name street. But we can also have some other things. First of all, here's a picture of a road sign near where I live, and it says, let's see if you can read that. It says Wolverhampton Road. So you can always find out where you are by looking at the road sign. But we have all sorts of other names for roads as well. I'm not going to do all of them because there are too many. You can look them up and see if you know what they are. Here's another one. You see that one? This one is called Church Hill. Church Hill. So instead of Church Road, it's called Church Hill. And that's because it's on a hill. The road goes up. It's a hill. And there's a special sort of road, a kind of road that you cannot get out of at the bottom. And that road, that kind of road, has a special name. It is called a cul-de-sac. It's actually a French word, but we use it in English as well. And here's a picture of somewhere that has the name of the road, and then underneath it says cul-de-sac. It says, whoops-a-daisy, cul-de-sac. And actually that road is called Gorsty Hayes, which is a bit of a funny name, but it means that you can't get out at the bottom. If you're in a car, you go down that road, then you have to turn round in order to come out. What you might also see is something that looks like this, because this road is called Cherry Orchard. And at the side of that road sign, there is something that looks like a T. And that means that that road is a cul-de-sac. You cannot get out at the bottom. So that sign means it's a cul-de-sac. And there's also something else special about this road, because underneath you will see it says private road. And that means that it is not owned by the council. It is not owned by the council. It's the people who live in that road who own it, and they have to maintain it. They have to look after it. So where that is the case, we say it is a private road. A lot of you will have bicycles. And what's really good for bicycles is that there are sometimes special cycle paths or cycle ways. And that means that cars must not go on them, but bicycles can. And I've got a picture here of a cycleway. Sometimes it's called cycleway, sometimes it's called a cycle path. And there is a picture of a cycle path. There's the bicycle and there's the arrow. It means cars must not come on here. You might also see a sign that looks like that. and that is the sign for a cycle path. The picture underneath of the man holding the little girl by the hand means that people can also walk on there. So it's a cycle path, and it is also somewhere where people can walk, but no cars. And where people can walk, we say it's a footpath. A footpath. And I've just got a couple of pictures here of footpaths. Here's one footpath. Can you see that? It's in the country, so it's between some hedges. And here's another footpath. This is in the town, and it's between two gardens. It's where people can walk. So that's all I'm going to cover in this week's video, but I'm going to ask you some questions. And at the end, I'll put the email address on the whiteboard of where you can send your answers. So, listen carefully. Number 1. What do we call it where two roads meet and cross each other? Number 2. What is the generic word meaning where roads meet? Number 3. What do we call it where roads have to go round something before turning into the correct road? Number 4. What is a road called where you cannot get out at the other end? Number 5. If the council does not own a road, what do we call it? Number 6. What do we call the kind of route that only bikes, but not cars, can go on? Number 7. Who can go on a footpath? And the last one is number 8. How many different words can you think of that roads are called? Now, I'll help you here. I mean things like street, road, hill, avenue. There are lots more. See if you can think of them and write them down. When you've done that work, you can send it to me. And here is the address. It is Asylum ESOL at, I'm going to move the board along, RM Centre .org.uk. So there we are, Asylum ESOL at rmcentre.org.uk, and I'll mark your work and send it back to you. Good luck with it, and I hope you've enjoyed the video.